How do I get more people to read my Instagram posts? How do I get more people to find me on YouTube? How do I get more people signing up to read my blog? I have the answer to these questions in just a bit. Welcome back to the Intrepid Emma YouTube channel, where we talk about content marketing, copywriting, and entrepreneurship. I am Intrepid Emma Givens. I am a content marketer and brand copy strategist for women entrepreneurs. All right, so you want more people to find your content. You want it to resonate with more people so they're always coming back to it. How do you make sure you're picking topics they actually care about then? It's actually really simple, and it's basically just about having conversations with those people. So start with the people in your life who look like your ideal client or your ideal reader or your ideal subscriber. What do they care about? Ask them these questions. Have a conversation and note down what you hear. You can also go on Facebook groups and ask to talk to someone who fits the profile of your ideal client. People love to talk about themselves and very rarely have an issue with spending a little bit of time with you answering your market research questions. You can always phrase it that way. This is for market research, and I'll send you a $5 Starbucks gift card afterwards. So, note. What phrases do they use when they talk about their pain points or their problems that relate to their business? Some examples of phrases you might notice. Every morning I wake up and feel immediately overwhelmed. I waste hours in Facebook groups trying to find clients and nothing ever works. Notice what phrases they use when talking about their community. Actually, another good way to find this out is by stalking them on Instagram in the kindest sense of the word. Go and find some examples of who you think your ideal client is and watch how they write their captions. Watch how they respond to people in the comments. How do they talk to them? Are they in a world where it's super easy for them to talk about technical jargon? Are they super software savvy? If that's the case, then you can absolutely and should use that in your marketing. You should use that on your YouTube channel. They know exactly what they're looking for in terms of technical solutions. So give them that language back to them. Another way that you might find this is in sort of more spiritual places. You might find that people really resonate with words like light. Even the word resonate itself tends to appear a lot in spiritual spaces. Maybe they're super comfortable with analogies to tarot or Reiki. You never know, right? And you may be that exact person too. You might really match your ideal client and it might all be super comfortable to you. Or you might realize, hey, there's actually words and themes that come up for them over and over again that I don't know enough about. And as their marketer, as their supporter, I should learn more so I understand them better. So regardless of what world they're in, whether it's like a technical world, the world of law, the world of spirituality, the world of science, not necessarily that they have to be on totally separate sides. It was just what happened with my hand. You need to speak the same language as them, so pay attention to the words that they use. What do they say they want? Like, what do they admit to that they want? Because they may have secret desires they're not comfortable with, but what are they comfortable acknowledging on the surface? So it's usually much more comfortable for someone to say, I want more customers, I want more money, than it is to say, I want a more financially abundant mindset. Or I want to unravel childhood trauma around finances, right? There's a huge difference there. Now, that may be what they need, and you can definitely make a note on that too, that what they really need is to explore the money stories that they grew up around. But what they're comfortable expressing they want is customers, money, more surface things that you can absolutely help them with by bringing them into your program or bringing them into your coaching or your product, whatever it is, and unraveling these pieces that they really need in order to support what their surface level wants are. But it's very hard to sell them what they need if they make them uncomfortable, if they bring up any feelings of shame. So you are, selling them something that you actually give them. You can help them with money and customers, but in your service, you may go and really ideally should go to the deeper need that might be behind that. The key is in your marketing, in your videos, in your blog posts, the first time you're meeting them or while you're still building a relationship with them, you don't want to go too deep too fast. Just like if you were dating someone. On the first date, you may not go into an incredible debate about politics or religion. You may not ask about previous relationships that they've had, right? It's a little bit too much too soon. But as you develop a relationship and you open up even more to each other, you'll become more comfortable talking about these topics. So respect the client relationship or the viewer or the reader relationship just as much as you would respect a relationship in real life. Those are my suggestions for how to generate topics essentially around what your ideal clients, what your ideal readers, what your ideal YouTube subscribers actually care about. When you think about it, if you know this information, if you know what phrases they use to speak to you or to their friends, to their own clients, to their families, if you know how they speak, if you know what analogies and imagery is resonant with them, and if you know how they describe what they want, you'll basically be putting on a silver platter for them the solutions to the problems they're aware of, right? So they're going to type into Google, how do I get more customers? And you can show up. But if you are only going around, I think I need to speak to the emotional intelligence of this person, how they can develop emotional intelligence. There are certain audiences that will go looking for that. But your audience may not be at that point yet, right? They may not be able to find you because you're 2 steps ahead of them, but you need to meet them where they are. So these are some abstract thoughts in a sense. Let me know what questions you have in the comments below about how you can ask better questions of your ideal clients or customers or readers or viewers to be able to create content that they love and resonate with and is easier found by more of the people you're serving because you're speaking their language. If you want to learn more about how to do this sooner, then the best option is to come to my totally free webinar on April 8th. I will be hosting it at 2 different times live, so you can absolutely come and join me live. You can have a chance at some free coaching, but regardless, you'll get access to the recording. So even if you can't make it live, you'll come away with some fantastic information about, okay, how do I choose my content themes? How do I narrow down into topics? How often do I need to speak on each of those various topics? Is it different on my blog versus how often I need to talk about them on social media, right? These are common questions we have, and they're easily answered in a 1-hour webinar, so I want to give that to you. The link to sign up is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching this latest video on the Intrepid Emma YouTube channel. Can't wait to see you again. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and the little notification bell so that way you never miss a video regardless of what the algorithm does. I look forward to seeing you again soon.